Today we're going to be exploring how Hyperchain Labs uses the BlocWatch monitoring software in conjunction with the IBM blockchain cloud platform on the Hyperchain Labs oil and gas network. In this particular case, we're going to call a truck to service a tank, and what we'll see is how we get the interaction between the three platforms, which work really nicely together. In this particular case, we've submitted a transaction, and we can confirm that transaction actually happened on the blockchain platform from IBM by inspecting the block in the ordering system node for the Hyperchain channel. We have smart contracts installed and instantiated on each of the peer nodes for Acme Oil and Bob's Trucking, and we have their associated identities kept in the cryptographic wallet. Now we're going to switch over to Bob's Trucking, and they're going to send a truck to answer the first half of the call for truck. And when Bob's Trucking sends a truck, we will see the block drop on the BlocWatch monitoring software. We can also go into the IBM blockchain cloud platform and confirm that transaction did indeed happen. Now we'll see the truck status has changed in conjunction with the smart contract execution step. We'll finalize this transaction by issuing a haul water once the truck gets on site and needs to haul the water away. To complete the transaction, we will auto-calculate the invoice rate. The transaction is successful. We'll see that block drop on the BlocWatch monitoring software. If you look to the right of the screen, you see block 48 drop. If we inspect the ledger again on the IBM blockchain cloud platform, we can indeed verify that that actually did take place. Additionally, we generated a disposal ticket in the background per the smart contract, and with the hard contract rate coded in there, it automatically built the invoice. We can inspect our network and administrate it using the tools associated with the BlocWatch monitoring software, which makes it extremely easy to do this and administrate our network. We can inspect the membership service providers, the client submitters, and the users, and then do deeper dives into those things in which we have assigned access to based on our cryptographic identities and logins. BlocWatch also makes recommendations for administrating your blockchain network. In our case, we need to adjust some of our policies and access control lists. This is a very handy look into some of the configuration issues you may not know that you had with your network, and it provides just instantaneous feedback on what you might need to correct. So we find this extremely useful at Hyperchain Labs. In this particular case, we can verify the transaction ID that BlocWatch logged, confirming it's reading directly from the peer nodes the way it's supposed to be. And it does indeed match what is recorded on the ledger in the IBM blockchain cloud platform. So we're extremely pleased with how all of this works very, very nicely together. It provides a really handy way to administrate your blockchain network. And it really does work very nicely with our blockchain as a service offering and the IBM blockchain cloud platform. So we're extremely happy with this. In this particular case, you can see that the statuses of the trucks and the tanks have reset per the smart contract. Everything is operating normally, and again, just a really good look into how all of this works.